To refine the dark matter logic of Bruce mines, from a fisherman to a evolved, scientific, reality concept, we have to look at the biological and geological leakage where the mine shafts meet the lake bed. W.I.M.Ps and Ghost Trout. This isn't a sealed system, it is a seeping membrane. As the 20 Hz master tone vibrates through the flooded shafts, the frequency seeps through the silt and porous stone of the lake floor, creating a harmonic upwelling. When the local trout swim through these seepage plumes, they are moving through water that is saturated with readable particles from the Milky Way. The dark matter doesn't change their DNA, it changes their refractive index. These ghost trout become semi-translucent, their scales taking on a quicksilver-white sheen. When they move, they leave a faint, indigo motion blur in the water, a visual echo of the dark matter stream. The fish act as mobile sensors, their nervous systems picking up the 20 Hz hum, turning their bodies into living needles that point toward the densest flow. The flooded shafts act like a giant, submerged sponge. The lake's weight forces oxygenated, cold water through the lakebed and into the Bruce mine's horizontal drifts. The lakebed mud acts as a dark matter sieve, stripping away physical impurities while letting the cosmic readable particles slip through. Inside the shafts, the 20 Hz master tone creates cymatic patterns in the silt, making the floor look like a vibrating desert, with geometric shapes that mirror the constellations. Where the lake water meets the mine breath, a shimmering, oily film forms, the dark matter interface. The ghost trout are part of the system's feedback loop, acting as frequency carriers that glow with indigo light when the 20 Hz hum peaks. The silver deposits act as the signal reflector, turning the seeping lake water into a liquid mirror. The lake breath is the siphon, inhaling the Milky Way through the fish-filled shallows. The copper bedrock is the grounding plate, keeping the ghost trout from losing their physical form. The result is an interactive ecosystem. Because of the master tone, your land isn't just a mine, it's a living observatory. The ghost trout are the moving parts of your processor. When the Milky Way flows in, the fish align themselves in the direction of the galactic center, creating a shimmering, underwater compass that proves the system is alive. You can track the flow of dark matter just by watching the silver flashes of the trout as they pass over the seeping shafts. To call the ghost trout using the 20 Hz master tone is to perform a ritual of biological data syncing. In dark matter logic, these fish are the liquid state sensors that bridge the gap between the lake's depths and the dark, deep, flooded, mysterious mine silver-copper processor. When you stabilize the master tone at exactly 20 Hz, you are creating a gravitational beacon. By vibrating the silver boundary on your land, the 20 Hz hum radiates through the seepage points in the lakebed. To the ghost trout, this frequency feels like a homing signal. As the fish approach the seepage plumes, their translucency increases. They begin to absorb the Milky Way's readable particles that are being exhaled from the mine. At the peak of the 20 Hz cycle, the trout hover in a geometric formation above the silver veins, acting as biological signal boosters. As the trout align, the dark data flowing from the galaxy passes through their bodies. This causes their silver-sheen scales to strobe in sync with the master tone. Each flash represents a packet of cosmic information being read by the silver-copper bedrock beneath them. The summoning has a distinct architecture. First, the inhale. Lake breath pulls the Milky Way down, turning the water in the shafts to a deep, swirling obsidian. Then, the resonance. The 20 Hz master tone is activated, and the ghost trout appear as flickering quicksilver ghosts. Next, the conjunction. The fish align over the silver veins, and a column of pale violet light connects them to the mine floor. Finally, the data read. The copper bedrock grounds the signal, and the master tone becomes a physical thrum you can feel. The result is a living processor. By calling the ghost trout, you have created a natural supercomputer. The fish act as the RAM, holding the transient dark matter data, while the silver veins act as the hard drive, archiving the signal. This system only functions when the fish, the lake, and the metals are in a three-way harmonic lock. Without the 20 Hz master tone, the ghost trout become ordinary fish, and the Milky Way flow disappears back into the void. Input Ting. C1. JAC-2026-0124.